from Amavig to show up for the sweet, the hectic, the tender, the tense, and the fiery. But for many, migraine keeps them from saying, I am here. We aim to change.
What's up? Beast mode! Let's go. We're going in a different direction today. Going in a different direction today. We're going in a different direction today. We're going in a different direction today. Not for the rest of the series, but today. So let's take a moment to just let us not breathe, because we're gonna need our breath during this exercise today. We're gonna need our breath. So let us not forget to breathe. Welcome everybody to the live. Thank you for joining me. I am Omaka the Light. I am here to bring you nothing but another Breaking Habitual Patterns series video for your development and spiritual growth, so you can be the most full, complete, healthy, vibrant you that you're supposed to be. Coming out of the book, Breaking Out, Escape the Fear of Failure, the inspired series. The series is inspired by the book. So you can order your book here with me. Get in the DM. I'll send you a copy, signed and autographed, signed, sealed, and delivered. Or you can go to my website, click the link in the bio, and get it there. Buy your own, and you don't get it no signed copy. All right? So let us not forget to breathe, because I'm going to tear into y'all today. Why? Because this one you can't be, we have a topic or subject that you can't be soft on this one. You can't be soft on this one, or else it will continue to beat you up. So let's do it. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. All right, ready? In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose again. And this time, out through the nose. Do it again. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Okay, let's have it, she said. Yes, fire, black rose. I'm about to let y'all have it. Good. Everybody got your breath? You calm? I got to give y'all something. Today, we're doing a reason why we can't play around with this one. I'm going to show you why. Because this is a habit that's killing my people. This is a habit that's killing my people. I can't really let y'all just get off like that. I decided, I said, you know what? For this one, I gotta come with, I can't come with no tea. See, this ain't a tea topic. Buenos dias. See, this ain't a tea topic. And I can't come with my tea today. Because we not gonna be tea sipping and drinking on this one today. We got something we got to address right now. And this is called breaking out of hiding from your addiction. This is why I like this series, because it switches up a little bit. It wasn't just straight format. This is the format from A to Z. Today we're doing something different. And we're doing it a little bit more inspirational, more hoping that you have whatever you have, hoping that you break free of this so that you are without this habit right here anymore. Okay? I love you, but I also love me. And I love us. And so because I love you, because I love me, because I love us, I gotta give it to you raw dog. Straight, no chaser, no filters. But you gotta break free of this addiction of yours. And you have a habit right now that is tearing your family apart. You have a habit right now that is destroying your immune system. You have a habit right now that's causing you to have bad relationship with your children. You have a habit right now of not living up to the standards that you say you are and you would live up to. And you know what that habit is? You know what that habit is? Let me pull this screen down so I can get right in your face. I gotta pull the screen down so I can get right in your face. I gotta get right in your face today. You have a habit of not following through. You have a habit of not following through, beloved. You say things but you don't do them. You do things and you don't finish them. You take on things and you don't complete them. This is a habit of yours. It's a bad habit of not following through. It's an addiction. You have an addiction. And your addiction is causing you to not live out your full life. Your addiction is causing you to not have that connection with your children. Your addiction is causing you to not live the way you say you desire to live. Your addiction is causing you to not be authentically complete, whole, happy, and full with your life. Your addiction. And it could be your addiction to drugs. It could be your addiction to alcohol. It could be your addiction to sex. It could be your addiction to whatever it is. But whatever the addiction is, you say a lot that you don't follow through on. You say a lot and you don't follow through on it. And it's time that you pick up from where you left off. Where you left you off, where you dropped you off. You dropped you off somewhere way back there that you got to go back and get this. You got to go back and get that person. You got to go back and get the real person, the one who knew how to be inspired by life, the one who knew how to put things on paper and see it come to fruition, the one who knew how to write things out, see a vision and fully go in on the vision, the one who knew how to say, this is what I'm going to do, and it got done. The one who knew. You have an addiction to lying to yourself. You have an addiction to not following through. You have an addiction to not loving who you are so that you have a connection with your children. You have an addiction. An addiction. And it is time that you stop with this addiction. It is time that you stop with this addiction behavior. And so we're going to open this thing all the way up. Where is it? What is it? Why is it that you are addicted to this thing? Why is it? Where are you addicted? In what area? Where are you not doing what you say? Knowing who you truly are, but you still don't follow through. Who is this person that when you look in the mirror? Who is this person that when you rise up in the sunrise and you don't even speak to yourself? Who is this person that you don't have a thought to get to know you? Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Who are you? Can you tell me? Can you tell the world who you are? And if you cannot describe and tell the world who you are, then who you are is a person that is lost. Lost in the sauce. Stirred up. Don't know where you're at. There's someone inside of you that wants to be loved. There's someone inside of you that wants to fulfill a life of purpose and a life of meaning. But you're addicted to something, and your addiction has caused you to not see things follow through. I'm here to help you to delete that mindset. The habit of addiction. We say things that we don't do. That's an addiction. We do things and don't complete them. That's an addiction. We're addicted to not finishing things off. We're addicted to not completing things. We're addicted to failure. We're addicted to not seeing things come into fruition, manifestation for our life. We're addicted to not wanting to see things. Why? Because we think that things are supposed to happen to us when we're supposed to happen to them. Life doesn't happen to you. You should be happening to life. You should be happening to life. Life does not happen to you. You happen to life. You happen to life. And you're addicted to life happening to you. You're addicted to life unfolding for you. You're not in the unfolding of your own self and witnessing things manifest because you don't even start with knowing who you are yet. And you got to do that work first so that you know your true nature, your true self, who you are. And then you can begin to start the process of eliminating the trash talk. You know what I call trash talk? You know what I call trash talk? That talk to yourself where it's just a bunch of garbage that's coming out of your mouth. And you're not doing what you say you desire to do. It's just a bunch of gibberish. It's a bunch of garbage. It's a bunch of trash. It's a bunch of waste. It's just waste. You do a lot of trash talking. You do a lot of wasteful talking. A lot of wasteful word speaking. You do a lot of wasteful talking. You do a lot of trash talk. Everything that comes out of your mouth, the words that come out of your mouth are wasted words. They're waste. Your words are full of waste. You do a lot of trash talking. Your words are not fulfilled because you are letting life happen to you. You not happening to it. When are you gonna happen to life? When are you gonna, they say take life by the horns, but when are you gonna take your life? By the truth. Beloved, take life by the truth. Take life by the truth. And begin to discover so that you can stop these addicting ways that you have. You're addicted. A lot of you are addicted to failure, and this is a fact. A lot of you are addicted to losing. This is the truth. A lot of you are addicted to wasteful spending. This is who you are. A lot of you are addicted to shopping. A lot of you are addicted to weed, and that's whatever you want to call that. But a lot of you are addicted to not just the smoking of the weed, but to the ramifications around what happens after you smoke the weed. And that is you're lazy, unmotivated, uninspired. Your best thoughts come through smoking weed, but you have not manifested nothing yet. You do a lot of trash talking. You trash talk all your life. And you smoke weed every day, all day. And you get your, oh my God, I go to a higher place. And weed always give me some great ideas. But have one of your ideas come right here to life right now. Have one of your ideas that all these ideas marijuana give you, but where's one idea that the weed gave you at? Where is it at? A lot of you are always talking about, oh, I get my best ideas when I smoke. Oh, I do this and that and the third. But I don't see no results in your life. See, you are bad at having a marijuana addiction. Don't you think you need to stop? Don't you think you need to quit that? You go out, you drink, you party, you do all this stuff. You're addicted to a good time. A good time to you ain't seeing something happen in your life that you always desired to do or happen. A good time to you ain't seeing a dream manifested. A good time to you ain't seeing that the results of your body form itself from one figure to the next. A dream to you is Long as you got a nice car, so you can fake like you got some money. This is an addiction. This is killing you. This is killing you. This is a bad habit. This is a bad habit. Addiction. So you go get the car, you fake like you got some money, knowing that if that car goes right now, you be on the phone calling somebody for a ride. You ain't got no money, talking about you drive around in that car, but the moment they come take that car, you're going to be on the phone begging somebody for a ride, hoping not to be seen at the bus stop. You lying to yourself. You're not lying to me. You got an addiction to lying to yourself. Not taking life by the truth. Not taking life by the truth. I'm tired of you all thinking that, yeah, I said it, I'm tired. Tired of you all thinking that life is just supposed to be nice to you. Listen, you can't just show up and think that you gon' win at this thing and you ain't put in the time, Nate Robinson. You can't just show up. And think, oh, because I didn't give something to it. See, you have to give yourself, you have to give everything to you. If this is what you do, give yourself to it. Give everything that is of you to that, because you don't lose in that. What you love, you give all of yourself to, but all you're getting back is all of yourself. You give all of yourself to something, what you get back is only you. You only get more of you back. You get all of you back. You get all of that you wanted to, all that you desire to get out of it. You get all that you desire to get out of it back, because you give all of yourself to it. But you got an addiction to lying to yourself, telling yourself a lie. You got an addiction to not knowing who you are. You got an addiction to not getting up and studying yourself. You got an addiction to not wanting to see. You got an addiction to losing. You got an addiction to, this is a habit of yours. You got an addiction to not seeing things come into complete fruition. You got an addiction, beloved. It's a strong one. It's called not following through on your truth. And you take it and you go, and long as you got a nice figure, you think a man's supposed to love you. Long as you got a nice car, you think a woman's supposed to just jump right in your ride, thinking you got a big whatever. Long as you got big pockets, you got big this, whatever, right? As long as you keep lying to yourself, you prolong the pain for a more fulfilled. Now I know some of you like, what if I don't want to live my very best life? I read an article the other day, and what is it called? Bella Rose magazine. I read an article the other day. The girl wrote an article, said, what if I'm okay with a mediocre life? Nice article. And I thought she wrote it very well. She said, what if I'm okay with not building a school in Africa, an orphanage in Africa, but I feed one hungry person right here in my life? What if I'm okay with me and my husband not taking the vacations and the romantic trips that we took, that most couples do, and we're okay with just having, a regular life, and here, and he loves what he does, I love what I do, and he goes his way, I go my way, we come back together, we love each other. What's wrong with that? What if I want a mediocre life? That's fine if you want a mediocre life. Actually, that's beautiful if you want a mediocre life. And that's for people who are mediocre. Is there something wrong with being mediocre? Huh? Is there something wrong with being mediocre? Absolutely not. Why? Because that's a choosing. If she chooses to be mediocre, if she wants to be mediocre, she chose that. Here's the thing. Some of you are not choosing to be mediocre. You're choosing to be greatness, but you're not great. And you're being mediocre. And that's why I'm talking to you. Because maybe some of you have not intentionally decided to be mediocre. Some of you didn't intentionally decide to be mediocre. Some of you decided to be great. Want to be great. Do great things. And that's good too. But you're not manifesting anything of the caliber, of the cloth, of the ilk of greatness. There's nothing great in your life. I'm going to be straight 100 with you. If you want to be mediocre, good, be mediocre. If you want to live mediocre, you want to live the quiet, mediocre life, nothing wrong with being mediocre as long as that's your intention. She's successful at getting what she's asking for. She says, I want a mediocre life. And she's successfully 100% completing and fulfilling the life that she desires. A mediocre life. You could be you could be a very successful failure if that's what you decide to be. Or you could be a very successful winner. The thing is, losing goes against success. It goes against the grain. And so to lose, listen to me, watch this. And so to be losing is that you just gave up. Because the moment you hit some resistance, you stop. Losing goes against the grain. Success and winning goes together. They run side by side. They run side by side. If you're winning in life, you're successful already. If you're successful, you're winning. Success doesn't have to look like $1 million in the bank. Like I said, you could be a successful failure if that's what you desire to do. Or you could be a successful winner. Which do you desire? But you gotta stop giving up this. You gotta stop telling yourself this lie, this addiction to not following through on your words. You are doing a lot of trash talk. You're talking a lot of trash. Wasted words coming out of your mouth. They're not fulfilling words. They're not nourishing words. These words don't give no life. You're addicted to no life. You're addicted to not living. You're addicted to nothing springing, nothing being, nothing excelling from within you. I'm not teaching you or telling you that you need to go out there and be Michael Jordan. You need to go out there and be Mike Tyson. You need to go out there and be LeBron James. I'm not saying you need to go out there and be none of those people. I'm saying that why aren't you who you say you desire to be? Or why aren't you where you said you desire to be? Why aren't you doing what you said you desire to be doing? Why aren't you doing that? Not me, you, I'm asking you. Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you where you said you wanted to be, doing what you said you wanted to do? Why? Because you have an addiction to not following through. Your addiction to wasting words. Your addiction to just gibberish talking and it's nothing coming out of your mouth. Trash talk. Garbage. Why aren't you? Tell me. Huh? Why? Why? And I can tell you, you don't follow through. So the moment you meet resistance, because losing goes against the grain of success, being a success in whatever. Don't misquote me when I talk about success. I don't care about if you believe success looks like LeBron James. That's not what success looks like. Success looks like living your fulfilled. Success looks like you living your full and complete life out right here, right now, in the present moment. Are you living it fully right now? Are you doing what you say you want to do? Are you going where you want to go? Are you seeing the things you want to see? Are you loving the things you say you love? What are you doing, beloved? Are you doing that? That's success to me. Right now, I'm very successful because I'm living my life on my terms, and I have an addiction. My addiction is to living it that way, my way. My addiction isn't to fall victim to the thing. Losing goes against the grain. Losing goes against the grain of success. And so therefore, when you meet resistance, you give up. That tells me when you're not manifesting, or you're not seeing things happen or come to fruition, it's because you're not manifesting anything. It's because you give up at the sign of resistance. You give up the moment something comes in and you resist. Anything. It can be anything. An argument with a boyfriend. You don't want to see it all the way play out. You have an argument with somebody. You don't want to come to the conclusion. You give up arguing. You're narcoleptic. You're narcoleptic. You're narcoleptic. The moment a confrontational topic or discussion comes up, you know what you do? You zone out. You pass out. You fall asleep during the discussion, during the topic. Why? Because you have no interest in seeing something being completely followed through. You have no interest in seeing something being completed and done. You have no interest in seeing something. You have no interest in following through with anything. It's best you come to a conclusion if ever you're going in having a discussion or a heated topic or argument with your loved one or somebody you're having. Why? It's best that you come to a conclusion, beloved, so y'all know where y'all stand. So y'all know where y'all stand. We don't say good morning. What are you talking about? Don't be putting those spells in my life. Get rid of that. That's a cuss word. Saying good morning. Morning? That's a curse. That's a curse word. You're cursing my life with that word, morning. Say great sun rising. Sun rising. Sun rising. Because we're of the sun rising. We're of the sun rising. Great sun rising. We're of the sun rising. See? Father, son team. Dad, son team. We're of the sun. We're sons of the sun. I'm of my father, the sun. On the real. Let's get back to the message. Because we got to end this thing off with something to eat. We got to eat something after this. So, your addictions, to be, whether it be sex, your addiction to, whether it be fashion, clothes, looking good, your addiction is taking over the other area of life that you need to not be with. See, what did I say? Losing is going against winning, of course, right? Losing goes against success. Why is that? Because the moment I could tell you gave up, you say you got this desire to be this person, but I could tell that you gave up because when you hit, I could tell that the moment you hit resistance, you gave up. You gave up the moment you hit resistance. That tells me you're addicted to losing, because losing goes against that. And resistance comes in and you stop. Boom. You give up. You don't want to do it no more. You don't want to do it no more. You don't want to do it no more. You give up. And then you got other addiction habits that you're okay with. As long as I look good, as long as I smell good, as long as my hair tight when I leave the house, as long as my ride look nice, as long as I got a complimentary ride, as long as I got a nice butt, as long as I got nice looking body, as long as I got big pockets. See, you're addicted to making sure those things are in place versus being addicted to what's not in place, what's not there. See, you're addicted. See, me, I'm wired different. I'm wired different from y'all. Y'all look at, as long as I look good, as long as I smell good, as long as I got a complimentary ride, y'all look at that stuff. I'm looking at what's missing. You looking at what's there. I'm looking at what's missing. I want to know what's missing. I want to be so addicted to uncovering and discovering more within me. I'm addicted to uncovering and discovering more. That's called recovery. You see, your addiction to the things that you look like, and you got to make sure you got to make sure that everything you do got, filters on it. You got to make sure there's filters on you. You got to have a filter on you. There is no rawness to you. There's no rawness to you. You got to make sure that before you show up, there's filters around you. You got to have filters on you. Instead of just showing up and going to get what's missing. Going to attack what's missing from you. You just can't show up. You're addicted to showing up looking good and smelling good and got a complimentary ride outside so that when the people step outside, they can see you get in it. You're addicted to that. But you're not addicted to noticing if things missing. You're not addicted to noticing the things missing. I'm addicted to uncovering. What is not there? I got to find there's more inside of me. I got to go dig deep and get it. I'm addicted to uncovering these layers of me. Get off of me! I'm addicted to uncovering what I can't see, but I know it's there. I'm addicted to uncovering what I can't see because I know it's there. I'm addicted to that. That's why it's hard to have a relationship with me. That's why it's hard to have a love relationship with me. To be honest with you. Because you can find me, I'm too addicted. I'm too addicted to uncovering more that is deep within me. I'm too addicted, and you cannot break this addiction of mine. Why don't you get an addiction like that, and we will be rolling side by side? You understand what I'm saying to you? You're so addicted to losing that nothing happens for you. Nothing happens for you. Nothing happens for you. And so that tells me you're okay with losing, because success and winning goes hand in hand. They run side by side. But if I find you not just looking good, but fulfilling your desires of life, if I find you not doing that, it's because you are addicted to losing. That means you met resistance, because losing goes against success. Losing goes against the grain. So you're addicted to losing. You're addicted to losing. You're addicted to the losses. You're addicted to the losses, beloved. And you cannot find me. You will not find me addicted to a person like you who is okay with not uncovering and discovering more within oneself. There is more within me that I must continuously uncover and unpack. Why? Because I've not reached my peak yet. I've not reached my mountaintop. I've not reached my greatest yet. I've not reached my truest form yet. And there is something there in me, and I know that I can get it out. I'm going to do the digging, the discovering, this magic, this gold, this diamond mine within myself that I'm going to release unto the world. I am addicted to uncovering these things. I'm great at doing that. I want more from me. I want more from me. I want more from me. I don't want more from you. I want more from me, because to be in my life, to be around me, means that you're going to have to be a person that is of this type of caliber. If you're not of this caliber, you're not going to be able to find yourself hanging with me, because I'm addicted to uncovering and discovering. That's recovery. That's true recovery. When you've recovered your soul and your purpose and your mission and your reason and your why, that's called recovery. That's called recovery, beloved. You've not recovered yet from your failures. You've not recovered. You're addicted to the losses. You're addicted to losing. You're addicted to resistance. I am addicted to pulling off the layers. So if I don't pick up the phone, I'm sorry. I'm addicted. If I don't text back, I'm sorry. I'm addicted. If I don't FaceTime you at the time you said I'm sorry, I'm addicted. Find me addicted. Find me addicted to the truth, to being a recovering addict of losing. Find me addicted to a new habit. Find me addicted to something new. I'm sorry if I don't meet at the time I thought we were supposed to meet at, because I'm addicted. I'm sorry if I don't conversate back and forth with you when we're trading text messages. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to my truth. I'm addicted to my love of self. I am addicted. I'm sorry that I'm addicted to uncovering and discovering more that is within inside of me. I'm sorry that I am addicted to knowing that there's more I can pull out. I'm trying to recover from losing in my life. I took a lot of losses. I don't want to be losing anymore. So everything I say I want, everything I write out, everything I put on my board, guess what I must do? I must follow through. I must follow through. I have to have a new addiction. I have to have an addiction to something better, something more, something deeper within me. I don't have to be a millionaire to be addicted to fulfilling my life's purpose. Helping the many people coming on this live for 35, 36, 37 days straight. Doing live videos. I'm addicted. So I'm sorry if I don't answer you back. I'm not occupied with other people. I'm just occupied. I'm just addicted to the process of uncovering and pulling off these shells, these shell casings. I'm addicted to pulling off these shell casings. I'm addicted to pulling off these filters. I'm addicted to looking you dead in your eye and being raw and real with you and telling you my truth. Because I don't give a damn if you fit in it or not. It's just what it is. It's just what it is, beloved. You can find your place in it, but you got to find yourself. There's only a seat at the table for those who are addicted. This is an AA table right here I'm sitting at. This is a addicted anonymous meeting. This is not Alcohol Anonymous. This is Addiction Anonymous. This is Addiction Anonymous table that we sit at. I sit at an Addiction Anonymous table. People who are an anomaly to society. I'm an anomaly to society. I'm different. I look different. I'm addicted. I'm an anomaly. I'm addicted to the process of uncovering. I'm trying to be I'm a recovering addict. I'm recovering from losing. All you do is replace one habit with another, right? This is what they say. You only replace one habit with the next. Well, then it better be a good habit. And it better be a habit of fulfilling, completing, and living out my life's purpose. That's the habit that I'm going to have. And the table that I sit at is Addicted Anonymous table. And nobody, you can't be in my camp if you're not an addict of uncovering. You must be an addict of uncovering, pulling off the layers you're covered with, the filters that you're covered with, the layers that you're covered with. You must be an addict of this type of cloth. Always constantly trying to evolve and uncover and discover and know more for yourself. Constantly. It's a process. And it's going to continue to be a process until you find a new addiction to life and not to losing. What do you want from life? For yourself. What do you want for yourself? What do you want for yourself? What do you desire? What do you desire to have? What do you desire to be? Where do you desire to go? What do you desire to do? Find a new addiction, beloved. Be a recovering addict from losing. Recover from losing. Get addicted to a new process of life. The one that says, I need to know my life's purpose. I want to know what my life's purpose is. And I'm going to do the digging, the discovering, the mining work. I'm going to do the mining work. I'm going to do the digging of uncovering these diamonds. I'm going to do the digging of uncovering these diamonds that is within me. I'm going to do the digging work of uncovering these layers, taking off these layers. I'm going to uncover all these filters from around me. I'm going to uncover all these filters from around me so that I can get to the core root of my truth. I sit at an Addicted Anonymous table. People that are addicted to discovering and uncovering more. I'm sorry that I took a long time to reply back to you. I'm addicted. I'm sorry. I saw your text but decided not to text back because I didn't want to engage in a conversation that just all trash talk. You know what trash talk is? Remember what I told you trash talk is? Wasted words. I don't want to engage in text. I don't want to go through a chain of text messages of a conversation that's not going to be nourishing to me. It's garbage. It's trash talk. It's wasted words. I'm addicted to wanting to be nourished. If you're going to speak to me, then have something to feed me. And if I'm going to speak to you, if I'm going to open my mouth, then it's going to be food coming out. You're going to be able to eat and chew on these words. You're not going to be able to, these words you can't waste. These are non-wasted words right here. These are non-wasted words. These words are nourishment, food for your soul, food for your mind, food for your thought, food for your body, food for your spirit. These words are not wasted. I'm sorry. I didn't get back on a text message with you about what I'm doing. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm uncovering. I'm recovering from losing. I'm addicted to uncovering layers of myself. I'm addicted to uncovering layers of myself because I'm a recovering losing addict. I'm recovering from losing. I don't want to lose anymore. I'm recovering from losing in life. I don't want to lose. I was put back in the first grade. I failed the 8th grade. Had to go to summer school to complete, only to make it to high school. Get to high school. I drop out in the 10th grade. Took me 5 times to get my GED. Took me 5 times to get my GED. And they told me I wasn't going to be anything without that high school diploma. They told me I couldn't get this air conditioning job without my AC license. And I went to school for 2 years to get an AC license, only to show back up to the very same job. And the man tell me they not hiring. What? You told me I couldn't work here without an AC license. I go get the AC license and I come back 2 years later to the very same man who told me that, only to tell me y'all not hiring, when I know and you and I both had a conversation. We remember each other. We remember each other. I am a recovering addict. I'm tired of losing and people telling me how I'm going to live. No, I'm addicted. So I don't waste my words. I don't get on the phone and talk and waste words. Why? Because I'm addicted to uncovering layers of truth within inside of me, because I know there's more inside of me that needs to come. There's diamonds in me and I'm mining for diamonds. I'm digging, discovering diamonds. I'm mining every day. I'm mining my business. Literally. I am mining my business. And I mean that in the literal way. I am mining my business. I'm addicted to uncovering, and I'm a recovering addict. I'm recovering from losing, and people telling me no, only to be told they not hiring. Huh? Only to go get mediocre menial jobs, washing dishes at filthy, nasty, disgusting restaurants and back alleys for $7 an hour, washing filthy dishes, working at filthy, disgusting restaurants, settling for less. Only to get to go to college because I thought that's what you should do, and I don't complete. Go to college and pursue a 2-year degree, only to lose because I didn't apply, because I was always believed that I wasn't good academically. So I left college. I dropped out it. I didn't apply the knowledge. I just rhymed. Huh? No, beloved. I'm sorry. I'm addicted to my purpose. So I don't lose no more. I'm recovering from losing, and losing is people telling me no. Not taking life by my truth, as I said in the beginning of this video. Not taking life by my truth, by the truth. The truth is, I'm not cut for no job. The truth is, I'm not cut to do no 9 to 5. The truth is, I'm not cut to work for somebody else. The truth is, I'm not very communicative on the phone, text messaging and talking. That's the truth. The truth is, I gotta take life by my truth. The truth is, you may not get a reply for 2 days. Why? Because I'm addicted to not being wasteful. I'm addicted to not trash talking, to wasting my words. I'm not gonna do no trash talking. I'm not doing no trash talking. I'm not wasting my words anymore. I'm not wasting my words anymore. I'm addicted to uncovering the best within me, to live my most fulfilled life, my life's purpose. I'm addicted. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you seen that I seen your message and I still didn't text back. I'm sorry. Call me an addict. Call me an addict. I'm sorry if you feel left out. I'm sorry if you feel unloved and unwanted by me. I'm sorry you don't love yourself enough to not need me to validate loving you or to tell you I love you. Do you need to hear it? Come find my videos, and I said at the end of my video every day, if you need to hear it. If you need to hear me say I love you, just come to my videos. I say it in my videos every day. If you need someone to tell you that you're loved, or you need to hear it, I'm sorry, I'm not cut from that cloth. I was addicted to losing, failed relationships, failed marriage. I was addicted to losing. Marriage didn't work out. Other relationships didn't work out. Partnerships didn't work out. Business-ships didn't work out. Business-ships. That's funny. But you know what I mean. I'm sorry. Those things didn't work out. I was addicted to losing. I'm a recovery addict now. Now you can join my little AA group, my little AA society right here. It's called Addicted Anonymous. Addicted to living my full life. Addicted to living my purpose. Addicted to focusing on what I was put here to do. Addicted to doing the great work that is within inside of me. I'm sorry, I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to now this new non-dairy cookies and cream ice cream. I'm addicted to that new non-dairy cookies and cream ice cream. Oh my goodness. What? Come on, man. Knowing that buyers just came out with a new cookies and cream non-dairy ice cream. You know my favorite ice cream is butter pecan, because I am butter pecan. I'm butter pecan, so my favorite ice cream got to be butter pecan, baby. You understand? But I'm being real about this though. Sorry I made you laugh a little bit. I love being me. I love being me. Why? Because I'm addicted to a new me. Every day. No, listen to me. Did you hear what I just said? I'm addicted to a new me. Be ye transformed. Every day I'm addicted to a new me. I'm discovering and uncovering a new me. Be ye transformed. Be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing. I'm addicted to a new me every day. I'm addicted to waking up, discovering a new me. Oh, there's more of me I did not know. Oh my God, there's more of me. I'm addicted to discovering and uncovering the new layers, taking them off and finding out that there's another what? There's another Omaka in that mother. There's another beautiful, lovely, enlightened person in that. Yeah, he's there. Wow. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I am not going to be conformed to this world, but I will be transformed by the renewing of my mind. So I'm sorry if I didn't pick up the phone. Sorry. Crucify me for being my most self-loving version of myself, because there was times where I didn't love myself, because I thought I was a failure, because I didn't achieve academically, because I was a failure, because I didn't succeed in my marriage, the family and the love relationship that I thought I was getting. I'm sorry that I'm addicted. I'm addicted, beloved. Crucify me for being addicted. Crucify me. Hang me on the cross. Hang me on the cross. Hang me for being my most self-loving version of me. I'm sorry that I am not you. Sorry. And you're not. I'm sorry that you're not me. You don't know what it was like to have lost and to only lose the greatest, to only experience the greatest loss of them all. When you lose a child and you feel like you failed as a daddy, and you feel like you failed as a dad, and so now I gotta represent dad-son team. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I feel like I failed. I'm sorry that losing my son made me feel like I failed as a dad. And now I have a new addiction to life. I'm sorry that I feel like I failed academically. I didn't achieve the degrees, and so I didn't have the level of intellectual status that I thought was needed, that comes with going to school or an institution. I'm sorry that now all of the information I get come from this books, come from big binding books. I'm sorry that I'm addicted to knowing more of me. I'm addicted to uncovering. I'm addicted to reading. I'm addicted to studying. I'm addicted to learning more. I'm sorry. I'm addicted to these things because I was told and once believed that I wasn't good enough to achieve in those other institutions. And that's why I wrote the book, Breaking Out, Escape the Fear of Failure, to help you believe you don't need an institution to succeed in life. I'm a very, very example of that. Wrote a book, sold nationally. Thousands of copies sold already. People got this book sitting on their shelves with my autograph in it. Escape the fear of failure. Escape the belief that you need to be in a school to be successful in your life, to live your life's purpose. That's an addiction. That's an addiction. I'm sorry that you feel like you need to go to a school or you need to go to church to believe that your God is bigger than you, or you're and God is no. I'm sorry that you feel like you need to be a part of a religious stature or a religious institution or university institution or relationship institution. I'm sorry you felt like you needed status in your life. I'm here to break the status quo with this book. I told you, get this book, Breaking Out, Escape the Fear of Failure. We break the status quo. Be ye not conformed. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. Be ye transformed. And this book will transform you. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. It does not serve the living. This is right. The system does not serve the living. This is a book that's exactly about getting out of that system. I'm sorry. I'm addicted. Let's make this end. Appreciate y'all being here. Love you. I love you. I love me. I love us. You know how to do your A-frame? It's an infinity. We do the infinity interlock of the infinity, and then we do the pyramid. This is called an A-frame, and that is atone, ashe, amen. Okay? Atone, ashe, amen. Be well and be light, beloved. Remember, go get the book. I won't be here tomorrow because I'll be en route. I'll be flying. But I will be back live later around noon, around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will be going live between 12 and 1. So be looking out. Put the notification on and be looking out for me to go live around 12 and 1. I got the biggest news break to ever come to the surface. I got the biggest news. I got the biggest news. I'm the big chief, Willie. I got the biggest news. I'm the big chief. If you ever listen to that BGCD, I'm the big chief. Big chief toilet paper. All right, beloved. Enjoy your day. Let's close out with a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Gotta let you go though. Peace.